Hi, Brandie. Thank you so much for your poems this week. I really enjoy your work, and it is a pleasure to continue to learn more about you as a poet. Um, I'm just getting to your questions to start there. What is the tone of this poem? Does this poem seem narrative? Is it enjoyable to read, and what would make it better? So I'm going to focus on the first two because that third one is just a little bit too broad. But what is the tone of this poem? I felt like this poem, the tone was super nostalgic. It was filled with a lot of memory, and I really liked that part of it. And is it narrative? It's absolutely narrative. You're telling a story of a walk, and you're including these memories as part of that walk. So that to me is very narrative. I do want to warn you against something that I noticed in this poem, which is just your homonyms are a little off. So my shoulders half through the doorway, sole onto the cement. That's the wrong sole. You want to say SOLE if you're talking about your shoe. And then that happens again towards the end of the poem when you're talking about ants. Um, you say, where did it go? Um, all right, for some reason I'm not finding this line, but it's red ants that bite, and you say AUNT instead of ANT. So I just want to warn you about using the right homonyms so that because it's like and it's placing this element of humor into the poem that I don't think is intentional. Here it is. And little red ants bite. So I think what you mean is ANTS. In terms of the second poem, A Tour of Medina, I thought this was so interesting. I didn't, I liked that at the beginning of the poem, I didn't really understand where you were or what you were doing. And then that was revealed through the details that you offered in terms of the sounds you were hearing, the description of the music, the description of the people, what they were wearing, the ornaments of the building. And it was like, then it became much clearer to me that you were talking about, maybe a mosque, a Muslim neighborhood. So I really liked that progression. I enjoyed it very much. So well done. Thank you so much for your work this week, and I look forward to seeing where you go with this, Brandie.